Welcome to Amusing Learn. Get ready to dive into a world of interesting, random facts with the Random Facts series. Facts 1. It's amazing to think that the slang term for dollars, bucks, has been around since the 1700s. It's a fascinating fact that this term has withstood the test of time and still remains popular today. The origin of a bucks dates back to an American fur trade between Native Americans and European settlers in the early 1700s. The pelts of beavers were highly sought after and valuable. In fact, they were valued at up to $5. This is where the term bucks first began to be used when referring to money. In addition, it is believed that cowboys on cattle drives used to use terms like buckskin and a buckaroo, which also derived from the beaver fur trade. Over time, these words evolved into being used as slang for money instead. Facts 2. It's amazing how quickly things can change. Just 6 months after the magnificent display of athleticism at the 2016 Rio Olympics, Brazil's Maracana Stadium was abandoned and without power. As if that wasn't surprising enough, upon further inspection, the stadium was even invaded by worms, a fact that is truly incredible to consider. The saddest part of all this was that nearly everything was missing from the stadium. Nearly all seats were gone, as were scoreboards and other equipment essential for operating sporting events. Decades of history had been stripped away in just a few months' time due to mismanagement and budget cuts. It's hard to believe such a vibrant place could become so desolate in such a short amount of time. Although it's incredibly unfortunate what has happened to this iconic stadium, luckily there are plans underway to restore Maracana and make sure it stays an icon of Brazilian pride for years to come. Facts 3. Wow, did you know this fun fact? Buzz Aldrin's mother's maiden name was actually Moon. It's true, his mom's family name was Moon. How cool is that? It turns out that his mother Marion Moon got married to Edwin Eugene Aldrin in 1926, and from then on she took on the surname of her husband. But before that, she was a Moon. It's amazing to think about how such an incredible astronaut and space pioneer came from a family with a great space-inspired last name like Moon. It's almost as if it was destiny for him to go explore space and become an astronaut. Facts 4. It's an amazing fact that humans are not the only animals confirmed to cry tears in response to emotions. Scientists have found evidence of this phenomenon in a wide variety of species. Elephants, horses, and dogs have all been observed shedding tears when they feel distressed or are experiencing strong emotions. Even primates like chimpanzees and gorillas have been seen crying tears due to emotions such as sadness, fear, and joy. In addition, some marine mammals such as seals and dolphins may also cry tears when feeling emotional distress. For example, researchers have documented cases of male seals crying during mating rituals, perhaps in response to stress or loneliness. There is also evidence that dolphins produce tears in times of pain or excitement. It's certainly incredible how many animals show similar emotional responses as humans, including crying real tears. It serves as a reminder of our connection with the natural world, and the importance of protecting wildlife habitats for future generations. Facts 5. Did you know that no one knows what Christopher Columbus looked like? No contemporary portraits of him have ever been found. This means that the only way to get an idea of his appearance is through reconstructions. Reconstructing what Columbus may have looked like has become somewhat of a mystery-solving game. Historians, scientists, and illustrators have researched every single detail they can get their hands on. They look at letters and accounts written during his time to piece together information about his height, hair color, and more. Then, using facial reconstruction tools, these experts create a model of what he would have looked like. It's really exciting to think that famous historical figures such as Christopher Columbus could be reconstructed from pieces of evidence centuries later. That concludes today's broadcast. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to give us a like and hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our informative content.